Hello viewers and welcome to another episode for today. I'm William Abba and I'm here to give you detailed information about what is happening in the world at large. Heading to the news of today, which says National Drug Law Enforcement Agency declares Abba Kyari member of International Drug Cartel. Now the news in details. Nigeria's National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) on Monday said the suspected top police officer Abba Kyari is a member of an international drug cartel. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency also declared Kyari a Deputy Commissioner of Police and former head of the Intelligence Response Team (IRT) wanted for pushing illicit drugs. With the intelligence at our disposal, the agency believes strongly that the CP Kyari is a member of a drug cartel that operates the Brazil-Ethiopia-Nigeria illicit drug pipeline, and he needs to answer questions that crops up in an ongoing drug case in which he is principal actor. His failure to cooperate forced the hands of the agency, and that is the reason for this press briefing. NDLEA spokesman told journalists in Abuja. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency explained that Kyari initiated a call to one of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency officers in Abuja at 2:12 p.m. When the officer returned the call 2 minutes later, Kyari informed him he was going to see him to discuss an operational matter after the Juma's service. He proposed a drug deal whereby he and his team are to take 15 kg of the cocaine and leave 10 kg for the prosecutor for the prosecution of the suspect arrested with the illicit drug in Enugu. In the meantime, the cocaine will be replaced with a dummy worth 15 kg. He asked the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency officers to persuade men of the Federal Capital Territory Command to play along as well. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency said it has invited Kyari for questioning since concluding its investigation, but the suspected police chief is yet to respond. Kyari was also suspended by the police after United States FBI indicted him in the fraud case of popular fraudster Raymond Abbas, known as Hush Puppy. United States authorities said Kyari was a cooperator with Hush Puppy in a $1.1 million deal to defraud a businessman. Kyari is facing extradition to the United States for prosecution in the case. Alright, my people, that is it for the news. Well, this Abba Kyari is really a cunning man. Can you remember the case of Hush Puppy, Raymond Abbas? He was involved. The US said they have seen calls that him and Hush Puppy have been making. They haven't been seeing bank transfer transaction between him and Hush Puppy. But till date, they have not yet extradited him to US to go and face the crime he have committed. And now, can you imagine that he's now in another fresh case of drug? What sort of a policeman is this? He's a DCP, so he should have enough to feed himself and his family. Why is he rushing over money? After what happened with Hush Puppy, he's now in drug. He's not even regretting what he did with Hush Puppy. He's not regretting it at all. They have to involve himself in drug business, cocaine business again. My people, this is the kind of man that is causing problem in this country. Can you imagine from the top? These are the people spoiling the force's name. Person where supposed to catch people where they do bad thing. Where supposed to catch people where they do drug. Now him they fully into drug. Now him join body with people they push drugs just for money. He should be really prosecuted. Like seriously, because this man is a very evil man. No wonder police people, most of them are having bad names here and there, collecting people's money, collecting this and that from people. They are learning it from their top officers. That is it. Can you just imagine? For instance, now you carry case, can't give this kind of person. What did they expect? Like, what did you want as a result? Person will get money, now you win the case now. Well, I think they should do the needful, because this kind of person will just turn this country upside down. Well, I think example should be done with him. At least let his fellow colleagues see it. Anyways, my people, when he's been extradited and prosecuted, I'm very sure in his next word, he will never think of fraudulent activities again. Well, my people, that is that for this. Heading to the other news, which says Nigeria hero supercop arrested in cocaine smuggling case. Now the news in details. Nigerian supercop Abba Kyari has been arrested over his alleged involvement in a cocaine smuggling cartel, the police said Monday. Kyari and 4 other police officers were arrested for criminal conspiracy, discreditable, unethical and unprofessional conduct, official corruption and tampering with exhibits in a case of illicit drugs trafficking involving a perpetual transnational drug cartel, a police statement said. Kyari was suspended last August following an FBI indictment linking him to money launderer Raymond Abbas, also known as Hush Puppy, who is awaiting sentencing by U.S. court for his role in cyber crimes. Before that, Kyari was lauded as Nigeria's most decorated cop and a deputy commissioner of police in charge of the Force Intelligence Response Team (IRT). Until his suspension, he was conferred with a presidential medal for courage from Nigeria's president Muhammadu Buhari in 2016. The officers have been handed over to the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the police statement stated, adding that Kyari's involvement in the drug deal occurred while his suspension from service was subsiding. A spokesperson for the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency told a press conference in the capital, Abuja, that they strongly believed that Kyari is part of the international drug ring and was involved in a 25 kg cocaine deal. With the intelligence at our disposal, the agency believes strongly that DCP Kyari is a member of a drug cartel that operates the Brazil-Ethiopia-Nigeria illicit drug pipeline, and he needs to answer questions in an ongoing drug case in which he is principal actor, said National Drug Law Enforcement Agency's Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi. FBI indictment. Last year, Kyari was indicted by the FBI for allegedly making an arrest at the request of Instagram influencer Raymond Abbas, who pleaded guilty to charges of money laundering through cybercrime schemes, the U.S. Justice Department said at the time. Kyari denied the FBI claims in a now-deleted Facebook post. A Nigerian police spokesman told CNN last year that they have received an indictment for Kyari from the FBI and an internal investigation has been ordered. Kyari was subsequently suspended pending internal investigations, the police said in a statement. Nigeria's Attorney General told local media last week that Kyari's extradition to the United States will be considered if required. The position now is that there are reasonable grounds for suspicion that have been considered from the perspective of prosecution, from the perspective of likely extradition if the need for so doing arises, said Abubakar Malami, who is also Nigerian Justice Minister. Alright, my people, that is it for the news. Well, he's already arrested. The next thing here is that he should be prosecuted properly. Yes, because we know our Nigerian forces, there's nothing they cannot do. Because he's the only one caught doesn't mean he's the only one into crimes. There are millions of them out there that are into crimes, but they're not yet caught. So, now that he's been arrested, I think the next thing is for them to prosecute him. Because I know them, if bribe come in, they can easily free him. Like, seriously, because this is our country, this is Nigeria. We know what they can do and what they cannot do. Yes, because if they prosecute him adequately, it will serve as a warning to other people out there doing the same job as he is doing. They can't just focus on their work. For crying out loud, he's a DCP, so he have enough to take care of himself and his family. Then why choking hand into all these fraudulent activities? Well, my people, that is that for today. We don't know your thoughts and opinion. We'd love you to share it with us in the comment section below. In case you haven't subscribed, we'd love you to do so. Please click on the subscribe button below and click on the bell by the side so that whenever we drop our content, you'll be the first person to get notified. Thanks for staying tuned to this very last moment and God bless you.